Hey, everybody, it's your girl Tanya on this Friday afternoon, coming to you with our Friday motivation. Today, we're going to talk about every little step you take, it brings you closer to your dreams. You ever notice how, we hype up the big moments, the breakthroughs, the glow ups, the I finally made it chapters? But what we don't talk about enough is the little steps that actually gets us there. So today, I want to remind you of something simple but powerful. Every little step you take brings you closer to your dreams. Even the steps that feel slow, even the ones nobody sees, even the ones you take when you're doubting yourself. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the myth of the big leap. We live in a world that celebrates the big leap, the overnight success, the viral moment, the I quit my job and everything magically worked out for me storyline. But the truth is, most dreams aren't built in leaps, they're built in inches. One email sent, like I'm doing, one page written, one workout completed, one video filmed, $1 saved, one boundary set, one I'm trying again whisper to yourself. See, those tiny steps don't look glamorous, but they are the foundation of everything you want. And in if you're in a season where you feel like you're moving slow, baby, slow is still movement. Think about it. Slow is still movement. So there's a power in slow, consistent action. Let me tell you something. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to run a marathon today. No, you don't. You just need to walk around the block. You don't need to write a whole book. You just need to write a chapter. You don't need to transform your whole life in a week. You just need to make one decision that aligns with the person that you're becoming. Small steps compound. They stack. They build momentum. And momentum is what carries you when motivation fails. Think about it like this, right? If you take one small step every day for a year, that's 365 steps closer to your dream. That's a whole journey. That's a whole transformation. And it started with one tiny decision. So, what do you do when you feel like nothing's happening? Well, let's be real. There are days when you're doing the work, you're showing up, trying your best, and it still feels like nothing's happening. But here's the truth: progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. I'm going to say it again. Progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. See, seeds grow underground, and before they even break the surface, muscle grows in the rest phase, not the workout. Confidence grows in the quiet moments when you choose to try again. You might not see the results yet, but that doesn't mean the work isn't working. Doesn't mean the work isn't working. Sometimes the universe is rearranging things behind the scenes. Sometimes you are being prepared for the very thing you asked for. Don't quit 3 feet before the breakthrough. Don't quit 3 feet before the breakthrough. I'm going to tell you something. Celebrate the small wins. And that's something we don't do. See, we don't celebrate ourselves enough. We wait for the big moments to clap for ourselves, right? But the small wins deserve applause too, because the small wins are what got us to the big wins. You got out of bed, even though you were tired. That's a win. You filmed the video, even though you weren't in the mood. Win. You said no to something that drained you. Win. You save $10 instead of spending it. Win. And you chose peace over drama. Big win. Big, big win. See, when you celebrate the small wins, you train your mind to recognize progress. And when your mind recognizes progress, you stay motivated to keep going. So you ask, how do I keep moving when I'm tired? Well, let's talk about those days when you're exhausted, when life is lifing, when you're overwhelmed, stretched thin, and your dreams feel far away. Kids are running around, your husband needs a shirt ironed, something picked up from the dry cleaners, just so much. But here's how to keep going. Lower the bar, just lower it just a little bit. Don't drop your dream. Mm-mm. If you can't do an hour, do 10 minutes. If you can't do 10 minutes, do two. Just do something. Don't stop. Focus on the right next steps, right? Or I should say, focus on the next right steps, not the whole staircase. I said steps, not the whole staircase, just the next step. Remember your why. You know, why did I start? Um, what am I becoming? What future version of me am I walking toward? What do I want to accomplish? And most importantly, you gotta give yourself grace. Rest is part of the journey. Again, this is not a marathon. Rest is part of the journey. And when you pause, it's not quitting. It's not quitting. So you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be present. The future you is proud. Yep. So I want you to imagine a version of you who you already have the life you're dreaming about. Let me rephrase that. I want you to imagine the version of you who already has the life you're dreaming about. The version of you who's healed, confident, successful, peaceful, aligned, and walking in purpose. Not running, not sprinting, but walking in purpose. That version of you is looking right back at you right now saying, keep going. I'm waiting for you. Every little step you take is bringing you closer to me. So today, just take one step. That's what you got to do. Take one step. Just one. Tomorrow, take another. And before you know it, you'll look up and realize you're living in the very thing that you once prayed for. Because every little step you take, every single one, brings you that much closer to your dreams. Trust me. If you found this inspiring, I ask that you like, comment, and share with someone. And let me know that you've taken just one step to get closer to that dream that you're envisioning for your life. Until the next time, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of the videos coming from your girl, Authentically TJB. Until the next time, bye.